Hi guys, how are you? I hope that you are fine. Well, I did send you some handouts about writing and about formal letters. So I'm doing this video to explain what we have already in the handout and to have some practice about formal letter. So formal letter, we did informal letter or personal letter. Now it is formal letter. First, formal. It means that it has a certain form. For example, square is a form. Triangle is a form, and we've got plenty of forms. So what is a formal letter? It is a letter which has a certain form or a certain order to follow. First, to remember, formal letter number 1. We send it or we write it to someone that we do not know, and this person has a higher position. For example, from student to director. So you are a student and you are writing your letter to the director. You need formal letter. That's number 1. Number 2, there is no contraction or no contracted forms. For example, there is no there is I am. Okay, gonna, gotta, no. I have got to, I am going to. Okay, so these are the first things to remember about the formal letter. Okay, so we send it to someone that we do not know. Number 2, there is no contraction. Okay, now let's go to the form. Mina, I'm just explaining what you have in your handouts. So for the form, for example, by the way, I'm going to send you everything. Supposing now we want to write a formal letter, okay? And let's say this letter is about applying for a job. We apply for a job. We look for a certain job. So let's do something. So it is a formal letter. And of course today is 31st, 2020. So supposing one of you is going to apply for a job. The first thing that we are going to start with, the form. Let's choose a student from you. Let's choose Basma. So, if you dislike Basma, you can put any name. Basma Berda. Okay, sorry Basma if I did miswrite your name. Okay, or let's say here, sorry. We know that the family name should be always capitalized. Okay? So here, the first thing that I put here is the name of the writer, the person who is writing the letter. So it is Basma Berda. Second, let's say Oxford Street, Rabat, Morocco. What do we have here? So we've got Basma Berda. This is number 1. That's the name of the writer. Number 2, we have the address. So far we are having name of writer. We have address. Okay, clear so far? Now we are going to skip a line. We are going to skip a line and write. Okay, for example, write I'm thinking about something. Job. It's job association. job association. Let's say here we did Oxford Street. Let's imagine a certain, well, we may imagine anything. So Oxford Street. So here let's say Dublin Street, Casablanca, Morocco. Okay? So here, name of the writer or the sender, the address of the sender. Here I have job association, Dublin Street, Casablanca, Morocco. Here we have address number 2. But is it the address of Besma? No, it is another address. It is the address of the job association and the address of receiver. Okay? So here, name of the writer, address. Skip a line, address of the receiver. Here again, we are going to skip again another line. It is called formal, so we must have a form. We are going to skip another line. So we put here, dear sir or madam. Dear sir or madam, here you have two things. If you don't know who is going to receive the letter, we put dear sir or madam. If you know that he is a man, dear sir. If you know that she is a woman, dear madam. If you know the name, dear Mr. For example, Alami. Since here we are talking about Morocco. Dear Mr. Alami. Okay? But here I want you to pay a sharp attention. Please. I'm going to erase this part. But here I'm just following. It is just follow-up. Now supposing I say, I don't know the name of the person who's going to receive my letter. So I put dear sir or madam. When I'm going to finish my letter, it is going to be, here I'm switching to the end. It's going to be dear sincerely. Dear sincerely. Okay? But supposing I'm having dear Mr. Alami. At the very end, we are going to write yours. It is yours. Sorry for this mistake. It's yours. Yours sincerely. But supposing we have dear plus the exact name, meaning we know the name of the receiver, it's going to be yours faithfully. Okay? So please, pay attention to these things, because in the writing, I keep telling you, in the writing we must be very safe. Dear sir or madam, yours sincerely. Dear Mr. Alami, yours faithfully. Okay? So since here we started with dear sir or madam, so here it is, after the address, we have greeting. So, name of the writer, Basma al-Barda. Address, Oxford Street. Address of the receiver, job, association. The address, greeting, dear sir or madam. Here again, we are going to skip another line. Please try to follow the steps. We skip another line. Then we'll write. In your opinion, what is Basma going to write? By the way, it is applying for a job. Basma is jobless now and she wants to have a certain job. Is she going to start by, hi, how are you? No. Is she going to start by, sorry, I didn't write before, like what we have in the personal letter? No, never. Number one, we start immediately. Immediately meaning we are very direct. She's going to say, I am, there is no I am writing this letter to apply for the job here. I am writing this letter to apply for the job. I used the job. Which job? Supposing that this job association posted some announcements. And in this announcement, we had some announcements about jobs. So we are going to say, I am writing this letter to apply for the job that you mentioned, for example, in yesterday's newspaper issue. Okay? I am writing this letter to apply for the job. Which job that you mentioned in yesterday's newspaper issue? Issue meaning the number, not problem. Okay? Or I am writing this letter to apply for the job that you mentioned in your website. Or, dear sir or madam, I read the announcement that you did this morning and I am writing to apply for the job. So here there is no greeting, no hi, no how are you, no I hope that you are fine. We start with the greeting and the purpose. So after the greeting we have purpose. Okay, why am I writing? Okay, next, after this paragraph again, or after this, it's very short by the way, we are going again to skip another line. I hope that you are following. We skip another line. Now it's going to be the details. The details. Why is Besma applying for that job? So here we may have plenty of things. I am, you can say, I am, for example, 18 or let's say 24 years old. Okay? I got my, for example, my MA or master degree in financial studies in 2019. I have plenty of qualifications and skills, and here you may talk about the qualifications and the skills that you are having. Okay, moreover, in addition, I speak for example, 4 languages. So here I said this paragraph, of course, it's going to be longer than the purpose. The purpose is very direct. After the purpose, we are given details, meaning Besma is applying for the job and she's talking about her qualities. She thinks that she is suitable for that job. Okay? Clear? And this paragraph, no, it is longer. Again, no contracted forms. Very formal language. Okay? Again, after this paragraph, another line. We skip again another line. Okay? What comes after? What comes after is something which is very, very important again. After skipping a line, something which is very essential, something that must be mentioned, which is I am looking forward to hearing from you. I'm sorry guys, if you put this expression in your formal letter, you are safe. If you do not put this expression in your formal letter, even though your letter is so beautiful, you are not safe. This is something that must be in the formal letter. To end the formal letter, I am looking forward to plus ing. Okay? Now, you remember, we started by dear sir or madam. So it's going to be, again, we skip another line and we put yours sincerely. Basma sorry Basma if I did miswrite your name or misspell your name. Okay? So here, after giving the detail, it is closing. Let's call it the closing sentence. Closing sentence and the last expression. Let's say the ending. The ending. We end by yours something and the the whole name of the writer. I hope it's clear. I hope it's clear. Okay? Any question, please never hesitate and send me your messages, please. Okay? So this is for the formal letter. Sorry. Now I'm inviting you to write another formal letter. Okay? So write a formal letter, okay, to an association or an environmental association to complain about the problem of pollution in your city. Okay, I'm inviting you to write a formal letter to an environmental association in which you complain, you express your unsatisfaction about the problems of pollution in your city. Please, you write it, and I'm going to, please give me you send me your writings. Okay? Thank you.